The third politics of homosexuality I called conservatism. And I mean this not in the way that conservatism is currently understood in this country. I mean a classical conservative temperament, which is we really rather like homosexuals, but we really rather you didn't talk about it very much. Thank you. This is a very English view. It's, why do you have to keep bringing it up? Can't we all just get along? Why do you have to talk about sex all the time? Why do we even have to talk about this? Gays in the military. Oh. There was a time when we didn't have to deal with this subject. Can we please go back there? I don't want to hate you, but I don't want to acknowledge you exist. And these are also good people, many of them. But of course, in the last 20 years, the possibility of that happening is over. The closet has collapsed. Looking at Admiral Mullen, seeing the difference between then and now, Admiral Mullen, in front of the Congress, said he had always served alongside gays and lesbians in the military. As most soldiers, especially sailors, will always tell you. Not to denigrate the Air Force or the Marines. Heaven knows, not the Marines. But that now he understood that it was a violation of the integrity of these soldiers that they have to lie about who they are. Because our society has evolved to the point where these people are not actually closeted themselves in their real lives. They just have to pretend to be someone else within the military. And this is an enormous and cruel imposition upon these people. And in fact, because the society has evolved to such an extent that these people's lives are very obvious, other people, sometimes for malicious reasons, out them and their careers are over. And this is not an honorable thing to happen. And the honor of the United States military and the integrity, which is the word that he used, of the American soldier will no longer allow this conservatism to remain. You will also notice that the closeted politician is becoming actually rarer or more ridiculous. Larry Craig is the only person, apart from his wife, who seems to think he is heterosexual in the entire United States of America. We can pretend otherwise, but not many heterosexuals spend a lot of time in bathrooms with their feet 10 feet apart. You will also notice the disappearance of openly gay Republicans. There are none in the Congress of the United States. None. Why? Because the cost of a gay person today to be in the Republican Party, which is no longer a conservative party, it is a fundamentalist party, is impossible to sustain. Log cabin Republicans, which once 10 or 15 years ago had a chance at making it, have all but given up. The right-wing fringe of the log cabin Republicans, a group called Geo Proud, actually co-sponsored a booth at the Conservative Political Action Conference, which is going on in DC, which I'm so sorry I'm missing. And what's interesting about those gay Republicans is they're all openly gay. You know what's also interesting about them is they all support equal marriage rights, military service, openly gay military service, and they all oppose constitutional amendments to ban gay marriage. There are no gay people left in this country able to actually support the agenda of the Republican Party. Because the closet itself, the atmosphere that it created, has disappeared. It's gone. It's over. That's what's happening. In Britain, to give you a simple counterexample, country I left 24 years ago, the Conservative Party, if it wins the next election, which is happening within 100 days, if it wins the next election by 1 seat majority, we'll have 15 openly gay Conservative MPs. and 2 of them will be in the cabinet. I had dinner 2 nights ago with the Shadow Minister for the Environment, who is not only openly gay, he is also married under Britain's civil partnership laws with every single right that every heterosexual has. And he is campaigning to win gay votes for conservative values. That is the coherent next step in an evolving society. But it means that the closet is over, and it means that the old conservatism is dead. And what's happened in this country is that those people have left what is increasingly a fundamentalist party that seeks not only that gay people stay in the closet, but actually embraces the idea that they should be cured, and is actually fomenting campaigns that they be executed in Africa.